Hey, man, I seen it. I seen it, man. It was an amazing week one in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? It was an amazing week one in the NFL. It was entertaining. You know what I mean? But I got a message for the Eagles fans. My message for the Philadelphia Eagles fans is pretty simple. Don't stress week one. You saw how many quarterbacks came out there turning over the ball. You saw how many offenses look stagnant. And you know, some things always remain the same. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not taking week one into heavy consideration. All you got to do in week one, in the era where people don't even train as hard as they used to train in the off season, in the era where people don't even practice as hard as they used to practice in the off season, like a lot of these ball clubs not even doing two-a-days. You know what I'm saying? They're not even doing it. They break camp super early now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys are more worried about their brand, and this is NFL wide. I'm not talking about no specific player or team or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Camp has changed from what it used to be in the 90s to now, from all of the things that I'm hearing and from some of the people that I'm talking to who used to play a long time ago. So with that being said, you only can be grateful for what you've seen, and that's a W. You know what I'm saying? Just be grateful for the W that you saw. So I'm excited, man. Multiple quarterbacks turned the ball over. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just our quarterback. Come on, Avery. It wasn't just our quarterback that turned the ball over. It was multiple QBs who had issues. You know what I'm saying? People were getting used to new teammates, new schemes, and things of that nature. But, you know, it is one guy in particular that I want to talk about at the end of this video. I want to talk about Zack Baun and how Zack Baun could possibly be, you know what I mean, the most impressive defender of the week so far. I think Zack Baun probably is the most impressive defender of the week. You know, there's no other way to say it. And I think that's a good building block for the Philadelphia Eagles fan base and the Philadelphia Eagles as an organization to say, look, man, we really got a linebacker that really is understanding the scheme that he in, and he putting his best foot forward. He is. The Giants got shit beat down their legs. That's what they do. The Commanders lose. That's what they do. And the Cowboys look impressive always in garbage time in September. So like nothing really changed there. But you know what else didn't change? That Nick Sirianni is 4-1 as a head coach for the Philadelphia Eagles on opening day. It is what it is. I'd rather take the Eagles win over a lot of teams win. Putting up 34 points. Your running back scored 3 times. Your QB threw 2 touchdowns, and your number one wide receiver had 100 yards. I'd rather take that and a touchdown. I'd rather take that Philadelphia Eagles performance over, you know, guys beating up on teams. I'd rather take it. Because even though we know we got some things to clean up, we know that when we have an uneven game, we still could drop 34. Imagine when we clean stuff up. Imagine when we playing on a serviceable field. Imagine when we doing those things. So, you know what I mean? Let's talk about BetUS real quick before we get into some of this Zack Baun film. BetUS out here now giving people 150% on your first 3 deposits. It was 125. Now they giving you 150% on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000. They still blessing y'all with the 200% via crypto. Check out my link in the description and get with BetUS if you're looking for a sports book. Fastest payouts in the industry, man. The fastest payouts in the industry. You know what I mean? I don't think nobody's doing it better. You get 10% back on your net losses twice a year with BetUS. You get a personalized agent that's going to contact you as soon as you make your account to make sure everything running smooth. So all you got to do is tap in with BetUS, man. Yeah, let's talk about Zack Baun.
Let's be for real, man. Who really saw this type of performance from Zack Baun? I mean, Buddy was everywhere. Over 10 tackles, 2 sacks in the game. Just a force, man. Zack Baun was, I want to say, one of the catalysts at stopping, you know what I mean, the run. He was there. You know what I mean? He was filling those run fits. We haven't seen linebacker play like this in a couple years in Philly, man. And it's coming from Zack Baun, which is, you know, a bit of a shock to me. I ain't going to even hold you, man. He came out here week 1. I'm excited to see what the rest of the season holds for Zack Baun. You know what I mean? By far, probably the defensive player of the game for me, for sure. You know what I mean? I don't think it should even be up for debate for anybody else. But he did it a multitude of ways. He did it in coverage. He did it by being smart. You know what I mean? He did it when the game was on the line. He continued to play hard. He played hard from start to finish, and I just don't see how anybody can take him out of the starting lineup with a performance like that week 1 in Brazil. Zack Baun, defensive player of the game.